you know the meaning of vector. Vector means it is having modulus or value as well as the direction. But read the question carefully. Let 10 Newton force is applied on a body. Can you tell the direction of the force? No, you cannot tell. Because we, during asking this question, I should mention the angle of the force or I should mention the figure. Then only you can understand in which direction the force is acting. Say, now we can understand in which direction the force is applied. So, in this type of approach, we need to show, we need to mention the magnitude of the force as well as the angle of the force, or we need to mention a figure so that you can understand in which direction the force is acting. But there is also another approach of representing the force in which the figure or the angle is not required. You can easily calculate it from the question. So, representation of vector by coordinate in 3D. In this type of approach, we need not to mention the angle or the figure. You can easily calculate the angle or the direction of the force. So, these are the axes, x-axis, y-axis and z-axis. X-axis is the direction of the x-axis is represented by vector I. Similarly, direction of y-axis is represented by vector j, and direction of z-axis is represented by vector k. So 10 I Newton force, that means 10 Newton force is acting along positive x-axis. Similarly, you can understand 10 J Newton force and 10 Q Newton force. 10 Q Newton force means 10 Newton force is acting along positive Z axis or Z direction. Now I am going to complicate the thing. So can you tell the direction of 2I plus 3J Newton force? Yes, you can tell. That means you need the axis. This one is 2I and 3J. I and J. That means x and y axis is required. So at first you have to go 2 unit in x direction and then 3 unit in y direction. Then you will find a point. Yes, that is a point, 2 comma 3, and add OA. This is representing the force 2I plus 3J Newton. Can you find the length of this force? Yes, it is OA. OA means root under 2 square plus 3 square. Carefully read it. This length represents the value or modulus of the force vector. This length means root under 2 square plus 3 square, is representing the value or modulus of the force vector. So in 3D, let A is a vector and it is 2I plus 3J plus 5K. Can you not find the modulus of A vector? Yes, modulus of A vector is root under 2 square plus 3 square plus 5 square, similar to this, and it is giving the result root under 38. Always remember, whenever you are going to mention a vector, you need to put a arrowhead on it. So you need to put a arrowhead on A, on I, on J, on K also. Remember it and do it in your copy. Now finding angle. Say this force 2I plus 3J Newton. So what is the angle? What is the value of theta? You can calculate easily because this one is 2 unit and this one is 3 unit. So it is a right angle triangle and tan theta equal to perpendicular by base. What is the perpendicular? 3 and base is 2. So tan of theta equal to 3 by 2. From this you can calculate the angle of the force with x-axis. Now unit vector. What is unit vector? Unit vector means vector A divided by the modulus of A. it is written here unit vector, that means u is a vector, so you need to put a arrowhead on u, and also you need to put a arrowhead on a, because a is also a vector. So unit vector means vector a divided by magnitude of a. Now put vector a means this one, 2i plus 3j plus 5k, put it, and magnitude of a, and magnitude of a means root under 38, put it, and you can get 2 by root under 38i plus 3 by root under 38j plus 5 by root under 38k. This one is called the unit vector of the vector a. Now I am going to discuss vector multiplication. There is two type of multiplication. One is dot product or scalar product, and the another is cross product or vector product. Now I am going to discuss dot product or scalar product. Why this name scalar product? Because this product gives the scalar result. When you will multiply two vectors in this method, the result will give a scalar quantity. This is why the name is scalar product or dot product. Say this is a vector a, 2i plus 3j, and this one is a vector b, 3i plus j, and say the angle between them is 60 degree. It is not correct, the angle between them is not 60 degree, but assume that the angle between them is 60 degree. We should write it theta, but please assume it 60 degree. So dot product results a dot b, this one is dot, a dot b equal to mod of a into mod of b into cos of angle between a vector and b vector. Here it is 60 degree, so it is written here 60 degree. This is the formula, please write it in your copy. Vector a dot vector b means modulus of a into modulus of b into cos of angle between them. So what is modulus of a? You know the how to calculate the modulus. Modulus means root under 2 square plus 3 square. Here it is, and similarly modulus b is also root under 3 square plus 1 square and cos of 60 degree. So you can find the dot product value of a dot b. Now I am going to discuss another method of doing the same. So another method is a dot b means just put a means 2i plus 3j, yes, 2i plus 3j, and put a dot, and then b 3i plus j, put it here, and you can calculate easily. Okay, now we can calculate easily and do the multiplication as you do in case of algebra, and do it and match it with it, and after doing this you will find I dot I dot j, j dot I, j dot j, this type of factors. Then we need to find the value of this. So what is the value of I dot I, j dot j, k dot k, or I dot j, j dot k, I dot k? So let us find this by this formula. A dot b equal to mod a mod b cos theta. So these are the axes. So I dot I is a vector because it is the direction of x axis, so it is a vector. So I. So I dot I means mod I into mod I cos of angle between them. Mod I means root under 1 square, so it is mod I into mod I and cos of angle between them. As they are same, I and I is same, so angle between them is 0 degree, so put it 0 degree, and from this you can get I dot I equal to 1. And also you can find I dot j. I dot j means mod I into mod j into cos of angle between them. I means this one and j means this one, so angle between them means angle between x axis and y axis is 90 degree, so put cos of 90 degree, and cos 90 means 0, so I dot j gives 0.